Did you know the GCC healthcare expenditure is close to around $105 billion in 2022? Hi, my name is Sandeep Sinha. I head the healthcare and the life sciences practice for JLL for Middle East and Africa region. We are a team of 14 healthcare consultants, including 7 clinicians. We have been in the region as a team last 5 years, have done around close to 100 plus healthcare and the life sciences projects, primarily focusing into the business plan, feasibility studies, market entry strategies, technical, commercial and operational due diligence, vendor due diligence, IPO reports, as well as the PPP advisory. We are one of the very few healthcare team in the region who have on-ground experience both on the clinical as well as the operation side. And we are looking forward for building these capabilities further for JLL. In last few years, we have seen there is a strong push in the localization. And why localization? Basically, the various countries in the Middle East and Africa region, they want to be self-sustainable when it comes to the healthcare and life sciences sector. When we are talking about localization, we are talking about into the building the local manufacturing capabilities for the pharma and biotech sector. We are talking about very smooth logistics and distribution supply, which is the backbone for any healthcare and the life sciences distribution. We are talking about building the local human capital, which has been one of the biggest challenge in the region. So government is spending huge in developing the local human capital. Digitization of the healthcare and the life sciences services is another sector which government is heavily focusing on. Other than this, artificial intelligence and machine learning is the area where government is investing in. So what is happening is because of all these development which has taken place in the last 7 to 8 years, there is a sudden interest from the international communities in the investment in this sector in the region. We are seeing private equity companies are investing in healthcare and life sciences space. You can see there are multiple transactions have taken place in recent past. Local healthcare and the life sciences companies have gone for IPO. You are also seeing local players either acquiring the local companies as well as the international brands to build their portfolio. Now on top of it, what is also happening is government is now ensuring and building a very strong infrastructure for the development of this sector. So unless there is a strong infrastructure, which is the backbone for healthcare and the license space, you can't really run this industry. So government is seriously investing, or rather already built a very strong investment plan in building the capabilities on the infrastructure development for healthcare and the life sciences sector. So going beyond the infrastructure development, which has been one of the key focus for the government. Now government also realized that we are lacking when it comes to the research and development. We are lacking in terms of the clinical trials. We are lacking in terms of the drug discovery as well as the genomics. Now to develop that capabilities, government is now looking at developing the innovation hub. So you can see all the GCC countries are creating their innovation hub, which will be basically a facility where all these services will be provided, including the R&D, including the clinical trials, drug development and genomics. On top of it, we are also seeing the private sector, especially in the healthcare space, are creating their own brands. So you would have seen in last 8 to 10 years, a lot of local healthcare brands have evolved and created a niche for themselves and have been very, very successful, and now gradually getting recognized at the international platform. Honestly speaking, the healthcare transformation which has taken place, I would say in last 6 to 7 years in the region, is really opening up the investment opportunity for a lot of international investment community. And when it comes to the healthcare and the life sciences space, we are seeing the opportunity is across the value chain, whether it's healthcare or life sciences space. And next 5 to 10 years, I can tell you this region is going to see a huge investment and development, both from a community development as well as from the investment point of view. We are talking about the self-sustainability in the healthcare and the life sciences space. We are talking about the localization, which is already taking place. We are talking about the investment happening in the region, and we are also talking about the future development, which is through the innovation hub. So the story across in the region for healthcare and life sciences is going to be a long term. This region is going to be one of the key player when it comes to the healthcare and life sciences space at the global level.